I filed for divorce in September of 2013. The divorce was over 7 years, and a lot of it was her and just different things that she did to just perpetuate it. And I'm the victim of domestic violence, and there's actually a amendment to the Illinois Domestic Violence Act because of what I went through with my ex. And she really perpetuated his abusing me and forcing me to go to court like almost at least once a month. I have post-traumatic stress disorder from the domestic violence. I was hit by a drunk driver, and I have a mild traumatic brain injury. And I had 2 minor strokes because I had a hole in my heart. And so a lot of it for me, it was the post-traumatic stress, and then having to see my abuser at every court date was kind of triggering for me. And so sometimes when I read something, I have to read it several times in order to really understand what it's saying. And so I wanted like a court reporter, because I would try and write notes, but sometimes people were talking too fast that I kind of needed them to kind of slow down. I had filed accommodations under the ADA. Really just kind of blew me off. And so then the Attorney General's office got involved, and we had gone like several court dates, and she wouldn't give me a court reporter, and I asked her about them, and she's like, well, you don't need one. And I mean, I was pro se, and I mean, what do you do, right? And so finally we were in court one day, and I asked, well, where's my court reporter? And she said, well, you don't need one. And I'm like, I have this approved. Can you please call Mary Stevens in the office that approves these, because this was approved? And she refused. And so then I'm like, well, I'm going to go talk to Mary. And so I went up and I was talking to Mary. I was also on the phone with the Illinois Attorney General's office, and he was trying to advocate for me also. And Mary had contacted Judge Rochford's, I don't know if she talked to the judge or if she talked to her clerk, but she said, well, she'll be coming down there. We're just straightening some things out, and we're trying to get the court reporter set up, blah, blah, blah. But when I got down there, she had locked the courtroom door. And it wasn't even like the regular closing time, because court usually closes at 1. No, even though she knew I was coming down there, even though she knew the Attorney General's office was involved, she locked me out.